Have you ever invested a lot of time and energy making a presentation to your people describing your vision of the future, what you saw in store for them, only to have somebody raise their hand and ask you a really stupid question? How did that make you feel? Well, I can tell you how I've felt in situations like that. First of all, frustrated because I'd spent all that energy making it as clear as possible, and how could they not understand? And secondly, often annoyed because it seems like when somebody asks a stupid question, it's meant to throw you off track. It's really a way of resisting whatever it is that you've come up with, and they don't really want to do it. Well, here's the challenge. It's hard to distinguish between somebody who just doesn't want to do it and is throwing out all sorts of weird questions. Hard to distinguish them from somebody who actually would like to participate, but is trying to envision just what it looks like in the future. So let me give you an example here. A few years ago, I moved from Baltimore to Charlotte, and I did not actually set foot in the house until my husband had closed and moved the furniture in. This was a bit of a challenge because he wanted to get me on board with the whole idea of the move and the actual house without me physically being there. And I was able to look at things online. I got to see the artist's drawings, the architectural layout. Unfortunately, that was all flipped from the house we ended up in. And I asked him a lot of questions. One of the questions I asked him, he felt was a really stupid question. I wanted to know what the trees looked like in the neighborhood. Well, I could tell from our conversation that he was thinking, okay, Sheila, if you really don't want to move, just tell me. Why are you asking me this stupid question about the trees? And I really wanted to know what the trees looked like because it helped me envision what it would feel like living in this neighborhood. So that's the challenge for you as a leader. You can't always tell the difference. A different example. Oftentimes, when your vision involves some form of automation, it's hard to give people specifics because computer hardware and computer software, you don't really know exactly what it's going to be like until you experience it. But you got to get people ready, just like my husband had to get me ready to move. So you get stupid questions. Some examples, I've heard people say, well, which way will my workstation face? Where will I be located? How big will my screen be? And the response from the leader is often, really? I mean, those are minor things. We'll change them if you're not happy. But again, you don't know if that person is just complaining and really doesn't want to do it, or if they're trying to envision themselves, trying to imagine themselves in that future that you're describing. So my advice is answer the stupid questions. Answer the stupidest question because you never know. Also, what happens when you don't answer a question or do you demean the person who's asking the question? Other people who have questions to ask won't ask. And you lose the chance to answer other questions. So let me know. Underneath this video, just post your comment and tell me what was the stupidest question you ever got and how did you respond to it? Thanks a lot.